Hey guys, welcome to another video. And in this video, I want to review the song Cry Your Heart Out by Adele from her album 30. And I love how she starts the song. She says, it sounds like either her or like a group of like backup singers or something, or probably not a choir, but a group of like backup singers, and maybe like some studio editing or something. But I love how they say, "Cry your heart out, it'll clean your face. When you're in doubt, go at your own pace." And that first part right there really puts the whole song in a perspective, because sometimes it's important to, or not sometimes, it's, I think all the time, it's important to embrace your emotions, because I feel like whether you embrace them now or later, they're still going to be there. And I think sometimes if you want to cry by just letting it out, it allows you to kind of begin that process of recovering, mentally and emotionally. And so I think that's what she's getting at there. And she says, it'll clean your face. And, I also love how she says, when you're in doubt, go at your own pace. And sometimes when you're going through heartbreak or something unfortunate, happened or something like that, it's important sometimes to take your time in recovering and, not forcing yourself. If, you just got out of a really long-term relationship, sometimes it's important to take that time to allow your heart to recover a little bit, instead of, getting out of a long-term relationship and instantly trying to jump into something else. And I feel like for some people, some people are different. Some people might be able to do that, and for others, they need to take, a fair amount of time to be, single and kind of, like she said, go at their own pace before they can get into another relationship. And so then she says, when I wake up, I'm afraid at the idea of facing the day. I would rather stay home on my own, drink it all away. Please stop calling me. It's exhausting. There's really nothing left to say. I created this storm. It's only fair I have to sit in its rain. And this part is really just her talking about that phase you go through after a breakup, where you just kind of want to be alone for a little bit. You don't want to start explaining the story to everyone 1,000 times about what went wrong and who broke up with who and all of that stuff. And so she also even talks about sometimes trying to use other things, like whether it's alcohol or whatever, to try to numb the pain and try to pretend it's not there. And I think that's a common thing is, you see when people go through unfortunate situations, sometimes people use, whether it's wine, or sometimes people use social media or whatever the case may be, to try and either fill that void or to try to help them kind of, not think about the situation so much. And I just love the line that she says, where, she goes, I created this storm. It's only fair, I have to sit in its rain. And I think by that line, I don't know if she's saying because maybe the divorce was her decision or whatever, and maybe, because it was her decision, and even though she's still hurt that it happened, because she's the one that ended the marriage, she has to sit with those emotions for a little bit. And so that's what I took from that line. But I love the way that that's phrased right there. And then she says, all love is devout, no feeling is a waste, but give it to yourself now, before it's too late. In the end, it's just you. Stop drowning and wait. Your love is useless without it. And what I took from that line is, sometimes you have to go easy on yourself. Sometimes you can't control who you decide to catch feelings for, or if you decide to, still pursue someone and just see where things go and things end up not working out. I think it's one of those things where I would rather, if I had feelings for a girl or a certain girl, whatever, I would rather shoot my shot and see what happens than to not shoot my shot. And then I'm living in regret, thinking, well, what would have happened if I would have tried, and all of that stuff, especially when you have feelings for someone. And I think that's why she says, no feeling is a waste. And, I think it's important to, forgive yourself in that regard. If you were interested in someone, you pursued it and it didn't work out, then that's okay. But I think the important thing is at least you pursued it, and now you know for sure that it didn't work out. And you don't have to worry about wondering and being curious and thinking about what could have or should have happened if you would have tried. And so, yeah, I think this song was really good, and it had a very like mature, I guess, kind of sound. Like it reminded me of it had like a Motown kind of vibe to it, I guess. Like I literally envisioned Adele performing this with like her backup singers on one of those like 60s or 70s like late night talk shows. And so I think that was pretty cool. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys thought about the song in the comments below. And also, if you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also tap on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.